welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to make these cute red truck throw pillows using placemats that I got from Dollar General. I've been looking online for some red truck throw pillows and I saw some anywhere from $10 on up to $40, and this is a really inexpensive way that you can make them yourself. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to do it. Alrighty, so let's get started with this. First off, you're going to need 2 placemats per pillow. I found these at Dollar General with the red truck and the Christmas trees. They are so pretty in person. There's like this gold metallic thread that runs throughout the whole entire thing. And they're a really good size. They're 13 inches by 18 inches and you get 2 in a pack for $4. I mean, how awesome is that? And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because I'm working on this one right now. So I got a total of 6 packages so I can get 6 pillows. You're going to need, of course, 2 placemats, whatever color you want. You're going to need a high temp glue gun and some good quality glue sticks. I always use Gorilla brand. This is so good for fabric. Once it sticks, it is stuck. It's not going to come apart. You can use fabric glue. Now, I have been crafting for many years, the majority of my life. So about 35 years, I have been crafting. And I've used fabric glue many times, and over time it can crack, it comes apart, it does not last for the long term. Hot glue will. At least it'll last a lot longer than the regular fabric glue. So I'm going to lay this pillow down over here. I'm going to get these out of the way. You're also going to need something to stuff your pillows with. I buy polyester fiber fill in the quilting section of Walmart, Hobby Lobby, any other craft store. Or you can use one of these. It's just a cheap pillow from Walmart. It has the same material on the inside. I only buy polyester fiber fill myself because the bags of that is packed so very tightly with the stuffing. Those bags are really heavy for their size if you pick them up. And I use coupons. And cost-wise, because I make a lot of stuffed animals, it's cheaper for me to do that than it is to buy the pillows. And I know I could get a pillow at a thrift store, but who's been laying on it? You know, I mean, I don't want to do that. Anyway, so we're going to take the little end tab off of our placemats here. Let him go. There we go. All right. So now we're going to cut those off if we need to. A lot of times they just pop in half when you take the label off. And I don't like using scissors around these because I did one time and I accidentally cut it and I'm shell-shocked and I don't want to use it anymore. But I will if I have to. So now what you're going to do is take one of your mats, turn it so that the wrong side is facing up, and your other one so that the wrong side is facing down. See, both of the wrong sides are together. And now this is really simple. We're going to start using our hot glue gun and we're going to glue them together. Now this design is really easy to see because there's like a definitive line around the picture. So it helps to keep you straight. Just take your glue gun and put some nice big blobs all the way down this short end. And then carefully line the ends up and then just press them together. Like that. Now a lot of these placemats, especially the more inexpensive ones like this, they're not going to be 100% symmetrical. And so you may have like just a little bit of one sticking out or something, but it's okay. Once you stuff it, the edges start to ruffle a little bit. You really can't tell. Now what we're going to do is the same thing, only we're going to go down the long ends here. I'm going to get another glue stick here. And we're just going to, I'm going to put glue about halfway down. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing on this end. Just put glue about halfway down. And then just press them together. I say to only do it about halfway down because the smaller the area you work in, the easier it is to like make sure that your edges are as even as possible. And you don't risk the end of it flopping down and accidentally sticking itself to the rest of it. Okay. Now I'm going to do the rest of it on this end. Put some more here. I hope y'all can see this. Can y'all see this? Right here. Okay. And I'll just lay that down. Now, for the ends here, I'm going to flip around this way because I am left-handed. I'm going to flip around this way. Now, for the ends here, of course, you're going to leave this end open so that you can stuff it. But from the corners, I'm going to glue about that far down. And the reason being is when I go to stuff it, I want these corners to be stuffed just as tightly as these corners. Now, if it's glued down, then you can put your hand in and just kind of work it around like this and make sure the stuffing is even in the corners. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue there and put glue there. Okay, now I'm just going to set this one off to the side and let that glue cool because I have one that I've already been working on right here. And I did glue the ends just like I did in that one I just showed you. Oh, look, there's a little plastic tag stuck on this one. Lord. All right, I think I got them all. Like I said, I hate using scissors around these. Okay, I'll get that one later. He's being stubborn, but it's okay. I'll do that later. Now for the stuffing. My mom used to make dolls. She would sew, and then my grandma would crochet, and they both made dolls and stuffed animals. And the way that they showed me, the best way to put stuffing in something is to go ahead and just pull out a big wad out of the bag, and then with your other hand, just pull off a bunch of tiny little fluffies like that. And the reason being is, if you just take this whole thing and just shove it into the pillow, it's gonna make a big lump like this, and then there's gonna be a space and another big lump where you just keep stuffing it, and it's gonna be very lumpy and it's not gonna look very nice. So by doing it this way, you make it really fluffy, and there's like no big huge firm parts in there. And then you stuff it. Just a little at a time. A little bit at a time. I always wondered, like with all of her dolls that she would make, y'all remember when like the country thing was in with like the ducks and the geese and the bunny rabbits with like those big frilly dresses? Yeah, that's what she made. And there was never a lump or anything in any doll that she made. I always wondered because I would see like lumps in other people's dolls and stuff. And that's how she did her stuffing. Just pulling it into tiny little fluffy parts and then doing it little at a time. So I'm going to finish stuffing this pillow here, and then when I get to the end, I will show you how I'm going to glue it together. Okay, so I'm coming up on the end here, and like I said, I'm going to stuff the corners just like that. For these corners here, to make sure they're nice and full, you can use your hand or like the handle of a wooden spoon to make sure that it's stuffed. Now, I'm not going to stuff this all the way. What I'm doing is I'm just going to put a little bit more glue here, but I'm still going to leave an opening, because if you've stuffed this all the way to the end really firmly, it's going to be really hard to get your glue to stick. See, I'm pressing down on the end here like that to kind of let it hold together. And I've got just a little opening here. I'm going to finish stuffing the pillow through that small opening, and then I'll glue it together, because it's a lot easier to do that than to try to stuff it firmly and then try to hold the whole end of the pillow closed. Doing it this way, we'll just let this glue set and then finish stuffing it, and then put the glue here, and then you can just hold that together with a clothespin or something and walk away until the glue cools and hardens up. So, I know that glue is not cooled yet, but I'm just doing it for the video. Doing it for a video. Just keep stuffing it in there. These do take a while, you know, using just tiny little bits of stuffing at once, but the end result is a lot better than just putting a ton of it in there all at once. I'll put that in there. I don't want these really full, because then if they're really full, then the ends, the edges like this will ripple real badly like that. It just doesn't look as nice. So I want them stuffed so that, you know, they're still functional as pillows, but not overly, if you know what I mean. And once you're done, just kind of squish them around like that, and it'll just help to even everything out. I think I want to put just a little bit more right there. Lord, I'm throwing it in the floor. And my chair's squeaking. Okay, let's put some right in there. Now, that looks okay. That corner filled out a little bit better. Now we're going to stuff this. And I think it's ready to glue this in shut. Put that in there. And then more glue and we'll be done. So, this is pretty much the end. You just glue it and then stuff it. And you get another glue stick because you didn't check to see if you were running low. There you go. Glue it and stuff it. It's basically all you're doing. So, if you would, please, if you liked this video, or even if you didn't like it, give me a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in that description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.